Hello, this is Timothy, the host for today's episode. I just want to tell you that throughout this episode, I keep losing connections multiple times, and we decided to ultimately post this episode. It's our first episode, and the first episode, of course, Discord had some problems, which might be my problems, but I'm gonna blame Discord for the moment. But I thought it was pretty funny. Sometimes Jadon and Seth went crazy why they couldn't talk to me, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good for a first episode at least. I hope you enjoy. Hello, and welcome to the hit and new podcast, the Milk Toast
I
Pod.
already forgot the name.
So the way this is gonna work here is that I'm the host for this week, with my two subordinates, Seth and Jadon,
Subordinates.
and they're going to be competing to try to get me to pick them to be the host for next week.
Very similar to Distractable, but we like Distractable here. We're not just trying to copy them.
But Seth doesn't listen to podcasts.
I've only seen one episode, and it was because
It's because of
Pod
me.
over there forced me to.
Right, we're referring to okay. Toast and milk.
What did you just say?
Toast and milk.
What are you say? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
what are you talking about?
Milk and toast.
What are you talking about, Jaden?
Your name is Toast.
No.
Your name.
No.
is
my name is Seth.
That's behind the scenes. You're not supposed to say that here. That's in the back end. That's our code names, like our sleeper cell code names.
Got it.
I activated his by going, what are you talking about, Pod?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So let's start out. Get to know you, Seth. Well, Seth, what did you do today?
Residential League of Legends player, certified in OSHA,
Okay, that's good.
permanently licensed for all OSHA 10 tasks, baby.
That's good. Okay, Jadon, what about you?
I went to physics today. It was a decent day at class, and then as soon as I got out, you grabbed me by the shoulders, you grabbed me by the neck, and then you were like, "We're doing a podcast. We're recording today. It's Wednesday." And now
No,
here we are.
You see, I wanted to record yesterday, but you were playing Roblox.
Yeah. I was playing
Yeah, that was
Roblox.
the day that I found him, grabbed him by the arms, grabbed him by the neck, and said, "We're playing Roblox."
Yeah, forced me to do this.
Grabbed him by the arms and the neck at the same time.
At the
Yeah.
same time.
That's crazy.
You did it today.
How many arms do you have, Seth? For the listeners that can't see your form
Yeah,
right
how
now.
many do you have? I forget.
We don't talk about that.
No.
Give us a ballpark estimate.
How deep does a 7-foot hole go down?
7. What?
that just tells us how long your arms are. That doesn't tell us how many. How does that tell us how many arms you have?
It tells you how many. Cause all I'm
Man,
saying is,
Oh, you don't have them on you.
yeah, I don't have them on me. They're all in a
They're-
7-foot hole.
Okay. How many arms can fit in the 7 foot? So they're all regular size arms.
What's the volume of this hole?
So did they come from you, or did you acquire them elsewhere?
I acquired them through very legal means.
So the percentage of arms you own, what percentage of that is actually yours that you own? That came from you.
Probably about 4%.
4%. 4%. Okay. So if we do the math, hey, Jaden, you're the engineer.
Oh boy.
4%. So 2. How many times was 4 going to 100, Jaden?
4 going into 100.
Yeah, because then we multiply that by 2, and that's how many arms Seth has.
25 times.
Yeah, I'm actually stupid. So 50 arms. You have 50 arms.
Yep.
We're all stupid
Okay.
here.
What do
I
you
think
mean we all
that works. We all have 50
Unlike
arms
the
if you
Alice
think
in
about it.
Wonderland quote, we're all mad here. We're all stupid here.
I got
on the
dice for
Milk
eyes.
Toast
I can't
podcast.
understand what you're saying.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, anybody who's listening, if you saw Seth's form, you would die. It's like seeing God.
Exactly.
You don't want to do a face reveal when it comes to him.
Yeah, yeah. If you're never gonna see him.
I
Like,
was about to activate
ever.
a soundboard.
I don't even know if
That
they
was
can
close.
hear the soundboard.
Not through my not through my mic. They can. Okay. So today, my topic is the best things of all time. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna choose a topic, and then you're gonna tell me the best one, and then you both can pick the same thing, or you can pick something different. It would be pretty boring if you both picked the exact same thing, though.
Yep.
So what we're gonna start off at is TV shows. So both of you tell me a name of a TV show, and I'm gonna.
Gotta get the research. Uh-oh.
What happened?
He's frozen. Is he frozen?
Oh no, yeah, he's frozen.
Oh no! Oh, do we keep recording? I guess we stay on.
Yeah,
I
we
think
stay on.
We're here.
Oh,
He
host is
froze.
back. The host is back.
He returns.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you hear, Tell?
We heard until say your favorite.
Yep.
Say your favorite TV show. And then I'll pick the person to make the case.
So currently, mine's probably Heluva Boss. Really enjoying that. Really. Have you seen the new sneak peek, Seth?
You mean with Mammon?
Yeah.
I told you about him
It's
earlier.
insane. Oh well. What's yours?
Either that or it was in a dream.
Oh, you probably did. What's your favorite show?
That is a tough one. This is a very tough one. Because there have been some good shows throughout the years.
Yeah.
Because we got strong contenders like the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Zack and Cody on a cruise. Bunked. Jesse.
Orange is the New Black.
No. That one. No, just no. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Arcane.
Arcane.
Okay. So Jaden told me all about Heluva Boss, but I've never heard of that show, Seth. So I guess I'm gonna have to pick Seth to make the case first.
Okay. Well, I haven't told you everything, but I'll get to that later.
You've told him
What?
a large amount, haven't you?
Nah, not enough. Not enough.
I have a basic understanding of what the show is.
Oh, I know what.
So that's why I
talking
want
about.
Seth to make the case first.
I haven't watched this either, Seth. But of course you would pick the League of Legends show.
Well, it's really good.
I haven't watched it. I have nothing to say.
Well, yeah, you're too busy watching Heluva Boss
It's only
on
one
repeat.
season. Shut up.
Yeah, and guess what? Arcane's about to get a second one.
Cool. Guess what?
So
Heluva Boss already
Arcane
has one.
Shut up.
I'm just joking.
Arcane is set in the League of Legends cinematic universe. However, it distances itself from the game in the way that characters that are not in the game have major plot points in it with some major characters. Now we can have random Jerry McGee over here meeting one of the most important people, yet they would never be seen again.
What?
My internet cut out. Did
I
you see that?
No, kinda. But I think I knew more about the show before Seth described it. Okay, lost something along the way.
Give me genre.
Genre
described it
would
as?
have to be like
Screen is broken.
thriller, action, mystery.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
Is he
He
froze
lost the host.
again?
Yeah.
Gosh, dang it.
I
This
kind
gonna
of thought he
suck.
was just looking at us like that for a moment, like I made him lose a couple brain cells.
I think you made me lose a couple with your first description. Okay, we're back again. Yay.
Yeah, I keep going in and out. This is good. This is good content right here.
So good.
So you heard the genres, right?
Action, thriller, mystery.
Yep.
Insane. Is there a main character in this show?
Believe it or not, there is no main character.
Interesting.
Who's your favorite character, Seth?
I'd have to go with the Vander.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
You're gonna have to tell me.
Why are they your favorite?
Well, he was a big burly dude who was just lugging around iron gauntlets, like literal scrap iron gauntlets that he put together. And he was just beating the shit out of everyone that challenged him. Until one day he was just like, it's not worth it anymore. It just ain't worth it. So he turned to more of a peacekeeper rather than a warlord.
Man. Okay. Jaden, make your case.
My case? Okay, so I'm really big into animated shows. Seth himself picked an animated show. I think we both like that and anime. But that
That's the audible sound of Sprite.
oh my gosh.
That's what Sprite makes in its wild habitat.
Exactly.
You go when you find it in the wild.
Well,
Okay, continue.
to further my yeah. So Heluva Boss takes place in hell. I think I've told you that, but it takes place like there are four main characters supposedly. There's a lot of characters.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Like they feature different characters throughout the show, but there are four main.
Is it like an anthology?
Like a what?
You don't know what anthology means?
I don't know
Each
what.
episode is like
Oh no.
completely different.
No. There's only like select few episodes that like focus on different characters. But the four main
Okay.
characters are in a group called IMP, which stands for holy crap.
That's an amazing name, by the way,
Yeah, you know why?
because they are P.
IMP, imp. They're imps. Well, at least three of them
Nah,
are.
nah, that's not what I thought.
Immediate murder professionals.
Yeah, right. That's what it stands for, and I completely forgot.
Well, never mind. I think mine's funnier. So
IMP.
I would insult you if I didn't want points so badly.
you don't think that's funny?
This man wants points.
So the main characters are Blitz, Luna, Moxie, and Millie, and they are like the word suggests, the immediate murder professionals. That's their job. They use this book called the Grimoire. They go to the human world and they take hits from the people in hell and they go and
Let
murder them.
me correct you on something.
They're assassins.
A grimoire,
A
not the
Grimoire. It
grimoire.
is the Grimoire. What are you talking about? It is the Grimoire.
No, because all the other major sins have their own, or can have their own grimoires.
I don't think so. I think that they have like the crystal gem thingies.
Jaden, what was that book? What was
book?
that book that Stolas was gonna give to Asmodeus?
Osmodes. And
He was gonna give him a grimoire. A grimoire,
he
not
wasn't
the grimoire.
he wasn't gonna give him anything. What are you talking?
That's it, I'm looking it up.
Trying to prove me wrong. So Stolas wanted a legal way for. This is just gonna confuse Tim. Why are we on this? Why are we arguing about this?
Well, you continue.
Gosh, the main point of the show, like the big idea is like, if every episode they go on a different like case and they go hunt down the person they're supposed to kill, and then there's a lot of dark humor and like inappropriate humor, but it's very funny, very wholesome. Believe it or not, it's great. I love it.
Okay. It's tough. I think the only reason that I would choose it is because I just know more about it by proxy. Because I haven't seen either of these shows, honestly.
Hmm.
So I would have to go with Jaden. Jaden gets the first point of the whole entire podcast.
Woo!
Okay. So next one. Let me think. Movie. Favorite movie.
Oh gosh.
Favorite movie? I'm guessing we start with
See-
Jaden this time.
Okay.
Did-
Let's think. There's so many movies I like. So many movies. It's hard to pick just one.
Jaden, I have a screenshot right here that proves that it was
Well, we
his
can look
grimoire.
at this at the end of the episode. It might be Marvel, but at the same time, I like a lot of older movies too, like 80s, 90s movies. Probably 90s movie.
you gotta pick
have to-
one and
yeah.
then make a case for it.
I
You just
know.
pick
Probably
it. It does.
it doesn't. Yeah.
The goal is to make a case.
Yeah. Yeah. Just for now, it's gonna take me a long time to decide this, so I'll just say Wayne's World for the time being, which is a very odd pick, but I like it a lot, and it's hilarious, and it's Mike Myers. You want to? Do you
Okay.
any idea what Wayne's World is?
No.
So Wayne's World takes
No.
place.
No. No. Hey.
Oh,
Hey. Wait a second.
okay,
First, Seth has to tell me a movie.
right.
Oh, obviously, My Bloody Valentine, the
What the heck is
remake.
that? Oh my gosh, gonna make me go search it up.
Okay. Seth sounds more interesting, so I'll let Seth go first.
I'm actually.
So hold on, let me just pull up a little picture here.
Nobody
I'm
can
gonna set
see
it as
it.
my background. I know, but that's why it's for the people.
Yeah, it's for me.
Yeah,
It's for me,
for
so I
the
can pick.
host.
It's a
So-
horror movie. It's a movie.
Yeah, it's technically a horror movie. So, hold on. All right, so there's a very pixelated, blurry, cropped version of
Looks like-
the cover,
Miners with hazmat suits. Okay.
and so basically, the movie starts out with a bunch of teens, like usual, in the 1980s or so, going around getting drunk at an abandoned mine shaft that their town was very famous for because it brought a lot of profit, brought a lot of tourists. It was one of the biggest ones in the whole world until people got trapped in there by one of the miners, and it happened to be the owner of the mining operation's son that went on a killing rampage in there.
Is that like a big twist, or did people know that?
Well, people thought that it was him because that was the only logical thing.
Hmm.
And as the story progresses, it seems that it's not him, it's not the son that did the killings, until you realize that the son is actually having a schizo paranoia break because he sees the miner. But in reality, the miner is him. He's simply projecting and disassociating. Because he's
So
going
it's
out
like
here.
from his point of view.
Yeah. Because, like, in the final, like, what is it? Climax. In, like, the climax of the movie, it's him, the son, the love interest, and then random dude number 3. They're all in the mine. And then here comes the killer, obviously. And son is yelling, like, oh my god, love interest, get out of there, get away from him, he's right there. And love interest is like, what are you talking about? Huh? What? Huh? And then she like looks to her left. There's the killer, but she can't see him. And then the killer just moseys on, struts very sexily at the sun, and is like, herdy-der. And then they just melt together.
So when did this movie come out?
Oh god, this was like very early 2000s. Because if you look it up, there's also a band called My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, that seems like a 2000s band.
And this is a
My Bloody
sequel,
Valentine.
right?
Remake. Technically a remake.
Oh, that makes more sense, I guess.
So-
Yeah, this one came out in 2009.
Wow.
The original came out in 1981.
That's crazy.
okay, Jadon, your turn.
Okay, so my movie came out in 1992. It's labeled as a comedy music movie. It's definitely comedy, and it does have music, and I love all kinds of rock music. It features two guys in a basement, which is essentially the recording studio, to where they do like a TV show called Wayne's World, and it's Wayne and Garth, and it's in Aurora, Illinois. Um, they're just pretty average dudes with their show, and then finally, like, they get enough viewers to where somebody wants to sponsor them, and everything kind of goes corporate, and they don't like that, so they kind of rebel. And there's all this goofy humor and silly stuff, and they have multiple endings to the movie. Like, there's a Scooby-Doo ending. It's the funniest thing ever. They're like, it was Old Man Jacobson, and then they pull off the mask. And then they do a little. They change the ending of the movie like 3 times. They do the super happy ending. They do the super depressing ending where they die. It's just, it's all around. It's my sense of humor. I love it.
Womp womp.
And Mike Myers, Austin Powers, Shrek. He's a great actor.
Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat, yeah.
And the actual guy based off of Mike Myers. He's a murderer, right?
He's a murderer
in real life.
Mike Myers.
Yeah, in real life.
Dang, who knew? Any more questions about my movie?
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you if you think that was a good case that you just made.
I think it was mediocre.
This meeting.
Two dudes chilling in a basement.
You heard it from Jadon himself. Oh, this round it'll have to go to Seth.
Dang.
Because that seems interesting.
Mine was a bit summarized. You gotta sit there. You gotta hear it. You gotta watch it just to laugh at it. That's the whole.
You bonehead.
It's meant. This episode is meant for the cases. It's all about building cases.
So, do we currently have
Seth's-
a point each?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ted, you bonehead.
Bit
An orange
Bill
is
and
the
Ted.
same color as a lemon.
No, lemon is actually a color then.
What? You're referencing it wrong.
I know.
I hate
I
you.
can't remember the quote.
It's
Okay.
A lemon is
So
named
next-
after the color, just like an orange or something.
You mean
like
an
that.
orange is named?
Said it
is...
backwards.
Wow, Jadon, you're ruining the quote.
But the lemon.
An
No,
orange
what
is
color
the same
is an
color
orange?
as its name, just like the
a
lemon.
Oh right, I forgot they started it like that.
But the thing is that lemon is actually a shade of yellow.
Yeah, Bill and Ted
So,
taught me that.
He was right, and we all made fun of him
Still funny, out of context.
because we live in a society.
It's just $5 phasing in and out of Seth's screen.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
What you should be worried about is what I'm gonna put up next.
Yeah, I kind of.
Round 3.
Saw that.
Round 3. Ready?
Yeah, what's round 3 looking like?
Video game, because we're all gamers.
Video game. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm
That's another tough one.
gonna let Jadon go first.
Earthbound.
Earthbound. Yeah, I know that.
I love
I'm
Earthbound.
surprised you didn't say a single Pokemon.
Yeah, I can't. Well, picking a single Pokemon's hard, and Earthbound has more to it than Pokemon. And I love the humor. I love the gameplay.
Hey.
Okay, I'll stop.
Hey.
Seth,
Okay.
what?
Seth's turn to tell me the name of a video game.
Now, sadly, it does have to be League of Legends.
Favorite movie,
Okay.
favorite
I'm
show,
I'm
favorite game.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to choose Seth just for the sole purpose of I find League of Legends just so funny. Just the name League of Legends, like nothing about the game. I've never really
LOL.
seen it that much, but I'm gonna go with Seth to make a case.
So let me preface this by saying, it falls under the same issue that most games that have constantly changing stories have. In the case that, like, eventually most of the game's lore becomes irrelevant. It just does not matter with what's actually happening now. Because originally there was like 14 or so different provinces that are fighting each other for land over fucking like sheep farms, and he's frozen. It's
Dang.
frozen.
Uh,
R.I.P. Um.
Want to play rock paper scissors?
Well, I don't want him to miss the lore explanation.
Yeah, I know. Which is why we could do this to decide who wins this round. And rock paper scissors it. Oh, maybe we won't. Maybe we won't have to. I think he's coming back. Phasing back into reality. Slowly but surely. Oh, you're here. Hey!
Back to
I'm
reality.
back.
Oh, there goes gravity.
This happened like 3 times. Maybe the Discord problem really is still happening, or maybe it's just me.
Maybe.
But yeah, they
Land issues.
created
That's where I left off.
yeah, they created this thing called the League of Legends, or rather,
Holy shit!
Oh,
the
gosh.
uh, actually, hold on. I think it was called the Summoners Academy.
Oh, it wasn't called the League of Legends.
Well, no, it wasn't called the League of Legends. That was
Yet?
just the game
I
name.
was so excited.
Oh,
I was about to give you the
man.
So,
point.
so they created the Summoners Academy to where like these actual diplomatic people would choose a proxy from these places that are having the disputes. So they would choose this one dude who's really good with axes, and then the other summoner would then bring out this lady that's really good with these magic floating daggers that she is able to control due to her connection with some type of Mother Nature thing. And eventually it's gotten to the point where they've just thrown out the whole idea of that Summoner's Academy. And now it's kind of just back to a whole free for all where everyone is fighting each other again. But that's the lore aspect of it.
Now
While the
describe why you.
game,
Yeah, describe the game.
the lore itself is really good, but very sad at the same time because it went in that direction.
I'm gone again.
But the game, he is frozen.
I'm back.
Oh, he's
He's
back.
fine. He's fine.
The game itself is kind of lackluster, but very expansive because there's almost 200 different characters in that game. With
It's a big roster.
Who do you mean?
like, who do I main?
Yeah.
I main Scion and Fiddlesticks.
Explain why you mean them.
because the one I really like tanky big guys
That's his
because
type.
it's just yep, it's my type. And then the other one, Fiddlesticks, is built like me.
Slinky.
So those are two separate characters to be clear. It's not like
Yeah.
a combo.
Right.
Two separate
Okay.
characters.
Okay.
But yeah, we're getting close to 200 different characters, and we've probably got over
There
like
I go again.
300 different items in the game. He's frozen again.
Oh my gosh.
Struggle Fest.
Mm, mm, mm. Very. Oh man, first podcast.
First podcast. Already dying.
Internet. Can't withstand it.
Fiddlesticks.
Hey, again.
Yeah,
back?
I think this is just a test episode here.
It's gonna have to be,
Yeah.
but I'll keep up. I'll do better.
So nothing is wrong on your end, right?
No,
Right.
not for us
Like
too.
you just see me freeze.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's resume. Jadon,
My turn?
your turn.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, like I said earlier, I like 90s stuff. I like 80s stuff. Blah 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 blah. Wayne's World was 90s movie. Was a 90s movie, and Earthbound is
What
a
a
90s.
90s movie.
Yeah. Yep. Earthbound is a 90s game. I love the SNES graphics. I'm into 2D. 3D is cool and all, but 2D games are great. And RPGs are great, especially JRPGs. And there's just something about the humor in Earthbound. Like it's just so silly and so goofy. And you gather four friends as you go throughout this journey through towns, learning psychic abilities, fighting starmen, insects, crazed hippies, learning like friendship along the way, and it, it's great. What else? What else can I talk about? It's turn-based, kind of like Pokemon. You do have like quote-unquote magic points, which are like psychic points, and you learn moves throughout the game as you level up. You gotta fight a huge alien at the end of the game. It's a big old alien invasion that you have to stop coming because a bee or beetle or some form of bug thing tells you that you are the prophet and you must stop the alien invasion. And that's what you gotta do to beat the game. But you don't just beat the alien with violence. You collect these music notes throughout the game and you soothe it. You settle it. You diffuse the situation with friendship.
Okay.
Undertale.
It is kind of like Undertale, but Undertale is a genocide zone. What am I talking about? Earthbound doesn't.
Okay. Okay. This round, I'm gonna have to go with Jadon again.
Yeah.
Because I think it is because of my predisposition of Earthbound, because I do know what that is. But League of Legends is pretty funny, I think.
Have you played either of these?
No.
Have you seen
Should.
either of these?
I've seen Earthbound and I've seen some League of Legends, but I probably couldn't honestly if you show me a picture of League of Legends and then a picture of World of Warcraft right next to each other, I probably couldn't tell you which one's which.
Okay, hold on. Continue. I'm just gonna do a little thing.
What do you mean continue?
Go, you continue with
What's the next
whatever
topic?
next topic. Yeah.
Okay. Next topic. Favorite food. Best food of all time.
Easy. Mac and cheese. Locking it in. I don't need to think about that one.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna have to go crab leg.
Crab leg. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think I like shrimp better.
Yeah, but
Okay.
not better than mac and cheese apparently.
Right. I like
Okay, explain macaroni and
I
cheese
like
to me.
cheese.
Pretend I don't know what macaroni and cheese is.
Okay, so how how do you make a noodle? I don't know how to make a noodle.
How do you make a noodle? Wheat.
Clearly
How
you're not.
do
Wheat.
you
Clearly you don't
make
like
With
macaroni and
wheat.
cheese as much as you said that.
cheese noodle? Frantically typing.
I could tell you. First, you plant the grain in the ground, and then you wait, and then once the grain is supple, you harvest, and you grind it, into flour, and then you create a chicken, and you harvest the chicken's eggs,
Who is? Oh, it's Hunter.
and
Shut up. Interrupting the host like that. I think he deserves to get
And
points
then-
deducted.
you mix the flour and the eggs together, and then you find the cow, and then you milk it, and then you let the milk sit out for a while, and then you heat up the spoiled milk and turn it into melted cheese, and then mix it all up.
Nice.
I just explained macaroni and cheese to you. You're a macaroni and cheese connoisseur.
And
When it
you
comes
let
to
the
eating it, yes. I love dairy products.
I love.
Hey, we're
He
on the
loves
we're
dairy
on
products.
we're on
What
the
can he say?
We're on, hold on. We're on the milk and or milk toast podcast here. The name came from something in our brains.
It indeed came from something.
Yep.
You're not wrong. Okay, Seth, give me a case for crab legs.
So, okay, wow, amazing. Crab legs happen to be one of the best foods out there because you get to tap into your primal instincts and you just get to rip something open and suck the meat out.
Seth? What's a crab?
Violent much.
A crab is I believe it's called an arthropod, if not something like a coleopod.
It is an arthropod, I believe.
Lives around the middle of the ocean.
The middle, the direct center of the ocean.
Yeah, near there, because they can't live at the bottom, because then they'll just,
Actually, I think
never get caught.
Hold on a second. Doing the research. Is it? Yeah, they are. They are arthropods.
So are you like a Louisiana Old Bay type of guy, or are you like
No.
what kind of crab guy are you?
I'd say I'm a snow crab type of guy.
I meant to eat, or did you mean to eat too?
I also meant to eat.
Okay, what do they taste like?
Well, it tastes great. Possibly better than any other type of meat that you've ever had.
What about dairy products?
Yeah, what do you think of dairy products, Seth?
Dairy products are okay in some situations, like yogurt, milk.
think I
What other
hear
type
this
of dairy product is there?
Cheese.
Toast.
What?
Toast. Yeah, toast is up there.
Now get ready for it.
But cheese is a touchy subject.
It's
There's
a-
only
cheese.
so much cheese that a man can handle. If the
Four
cheese
types of cheese
if
mixed
the
into one
cheese
mac and
is
cheese.
the main dish of the actual meal, then there's an issue.
Hmm,
He's frozen.
I can argue more. Cheese is the best. I love mixing four types of cheese into mac and cheese. That is freaking amazing.
Oh my god.
All four cheeses in one dish.
I can't wait for one day when you eat that cheese and your body just starts growing mold.
It's not how that works.
Cheese molds.
Okay. Yeah, but not in the mac and cheese. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but one day you're gonna mold.
I don't think you know how cheese works.
Haven't you heard that old fable? That old
No.
true story about how
No.
if you eat a watermelon seed, you're gonna birth a watermelon?
It was proven false by scientists.
What just happened?
No, it wasn't.
Who's gonna
That's
birth the
what big
watermelon?
science wants you to think.
Pulling it up right now.
That was so.
The big science. He
Damn it,
froze
I
again.
left
He
again.
froze again
No.
on the you'll birth a watermelon.
Come on,
You
man.
came back to a good point.
Bring me
Joe.
back.
We're continuing. We can keep talking. Can watermelon grow in stomach?
Yes, because your heart produces light.
Light seed codes do not fully mature. No watermelons will grow in your stomach, despite the old wives' tale.
I don't know why they'd put despite when it's clearly no, comma, watermelons will grow in your stomach.
No, they won't. They never will, and until
They
you do
always do.
it, until you do it one day, I will never believe you.
Do you want me to impregnate you with a watermelon?
No, I want to impregnate you with a watermelon.
Did he freeze again?
Yeah. He did.
Maybe Tim's camera just needs
Is it
to
the
be
camera
off.
or is it the voice? Yeah, you
It
might
might
want
be
to
the camera.
turn the camera off, Tim, if you can hear us.
Sir, there's been a second camera.
Shut up.
What do you mean, shut up?
Shut up.
You're giggling at it.
No,
Uh-huh.
I didn't giggle a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Hold on, I'm gonna find another World of
You know,
Warcraft
milk
video.
toast is a real thing. Milk toast, hold on, I gotta like zoom in on this. Milk toast is a breakfast dish consisting of toasted bread and warm milk, typically with sugar and butter, salt, pepper, paprika, cinnamon, cocoa, raisins, and other ingredients. And in the New England region of the United States. What? Is he back yet? Nope, he's still not back. Did you know that?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, hey.
Okay, so I think while I'm ahead, I'm gonna have to declare the winner.
Already? Sweet.
Oh yeah, first I need to decide. Okay, crab legs or macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna have to choose macaroni and cheese.
Ooh, love it.
So that makes the winner of today's episode, Jadon, by
Yeah!
2 points.
2 points.
By predisposition or
Hey, Seth,
whatever.
for the food question, you
Yeah,
should have
because like
chose
both
clam
the things
chowder.
that he chose was ones that we're already familiar with.
This man is unfamiliar with crab legs.
I've never had an
You've
actual
never
crab leg
had
before.
crab
Seth.
legs?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Now I see
So-
why I lost.
So so since that will make Jadon the host of the next episode,
Next week.
even though nobody's gonna see this episode.
Next. Maybe not.
So what'd you say?
I said, maybe not.
Maybe not what?
Will I be host next week?
I don't know. We can still upload this episode if you want to and make it funny.
We could save this though with all the freezing and stuff.
As long as so in my head, as long as we have the audio synced up,
Mhm.
it'll just be me leaving, and then sometimes I'll talk to myself for a little bit before I realize you can't hear me.
Mhm.
But like if it's all synced up, then it should work.
Kinda. We'll see how it goes.
Unless I'll just be talking over you for something.
That was a decent
We'll see.
episode. I enjoyed that, and I enjoy winning.
Watermelon impregnation.
Okay, so I guess if you're hearing this, then we uploaded it. If you're not, then of course we didn't. Like Schrodinger's podcast. So, Jade, you want to talk to the people and tell them anything?
Oh, if you're listening, then thanks for sitting through this. I'm glad to be crowned the winner of this episode. And Seth, you're a loser. What do you got to say about that?
I refute these claims, and I only think that I, in quote, lost because I am sitting with a bunch of old people in young bodies.
Well,
Okay. So next week, me and Seth will be competing for the position at the next host.
yeah, I get to choose the
Um,
topic.
if you guys should come back and see that. That'd be cool.
Oh, you want to tell them the plans? Big plans. Big things are coming.
Oh yeah, yeah. Big things are coming. So we have this super special that we're gonna do when we reach 30 subscribers.
Is it a surprise? or
When
do
we
tell
reach
them?
15, I'll tell you what it is.
Oh, okay, good idea.
So halfway there, I'll tell you what it is, and then at 30, we'll actually do it. We have a big special.
Probably planning on
So
random guest stars, maybe before, maybe
yeah,
after.
we'll have lots of guest stars.
And he's rising.
God again.
And one of those guest stars could possibly be the
Markiplier.
long thought
Oh my
dead
gosh.
Napoleon.
Markiplier and Napoleon are gonna be guests up in next week's episode. So you don't want to miss that, actually.
Yeah, Markiplier could be there, maybe.
And Napoleon at
could
the same
also
time.
be there.
So it's actually a conspiracy because Napoleon and Markiplier are actually the same person. So
2 conspiracies in 1.
My gosh, we're never gonna get this episode out.
We ain't
It's
making
never
it
gonna
out.
end.
We ain't making it
It's
to the
never ended.
podcast with this.
We're not. This podcast will never end. It will go forever.
We ain't making it to the suburbs with this podcast.
Well, I hope you listeners at home enjoyed. And
okay, I'm back. And I'm going to dismiss the episode. As always, make peace, not war.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Listen to Tim. Farewell.
Yeah.
I'm about to
Ending
go
episode.
Okay.
jump.
3, 2, 1.